What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I had a good Saturday. I even had a better... What was the first day of the draft? Was it Friday?
Thursday.
Had an even better Thursday. Because I'm flying my colors. Because I thought my team had a great draft. Did a great job. Was a great team effort. Everybody had Twinkies at the end of the night. But I had no Krispy Kremes. And no, a Buca di Beppo.
Okay. Sure. Well, yeah, your team did well. On the opposite side, the Bears made, I think, one of the stupidest moves in the draft.
Yeah, they moved up one spot and they gave up like 2 draft picks. Like we pretty much robbed them.
Yeah, and they moved up 2 spots for a quarterback that the Niners weren't going to take.
Yeah,
So, I mean...
I'm pretty sure everybody on that draft panel was shocked by that move.
Oh, I'm sure once the Niners got that call, Bears saying, we'll give you this, they were like, they couldn't say yes fast enough.
Yeah, they...
Say yes before they realize how stupid of a move they're making.
Sorry, Jesse, I don't know what your Bears are doing. Especially after they paid Mike Glennon money. Free agency.
Only 1 year guaranteed, so...
Okay, so Trubisky will probably be the guy.
Yeah, but now, is that the answer at quarterback? Probably not. ESPN did their Gruden camp or whatever. John Gruden asked him for a hard count. He didn't know what a hard count was. Yeah. That's not a good sign. So... And I loved it. There was a video of at a Bears party, a Bears draft party, where after they announced him, you can see a Packer fan in the background laughing.
Really?
Yes. It was fantastic. Because Packers just like, good! One less team we have to worry about. And that was such a stupid move. I mean...
What did you think of the Browns? What do you think they're from? Do you think I hate to say this, but basically they got the number pick to see which player's career they would basically put in shadows next.
See, I mean, it's hard to judge, the Browns just because they're the Browns and everyone that seems to go there just seems to suck.
Yeah. I was talking to my brother-in-law yesterday. He's a Dolphins fan, but he was saying that he thinks the Browns will be good in the next 3 years. I was like, yeah, that's if they keep all the players and if they keep the same coaching staff.
Well, and they have to get a quarterback. I mean,
why didn't they draft a QB with their first pick? They could have got Watson.
But the first pick, I don't think they deemed a quarterback, good enough for a first overall pick.
They were probably going for the best available.
There was, talk about maybe Trubisky going to them.
Yeah.
But then they went Garrett, which I think was the smarter move because I don't think Trubisky's a worthy of a number 1 pick. Now, I believe they did get the Notre Dame Is it them that got the Notre Dame quarterback?
Yeah, Kozier.
Keisler, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, is he the answer? I don't know. His college coach said that he needed to stay in college because he wasn't ready for the NFL. That's not a good sign. Your college coach says that. So, I mean, yeah, it's so hard to judge. I mean, yeah, they may be good in 3-4 years. I mean, they got some defense, and they shored up the defense, but, I mean, you still need offense.
Yeah.
And they don't have a quarterback. They don't have a running back. They don't have wide receivers.
Yeah, because Terrell Pryor's gone.
Yeah. So, I mean, where are they? Who are they? How are they expecting to score points?
I don't know, man. I honestly think they're going to be where they were last year. Unfortunately.
Probably.
Their defense might be a little bit better. Might try to keep them in games.
Yeah, their defense probably will. I mean, like I said, I don't think Brock Osweiler's the answer at quarterback. And
are they keeping him? Or
they haven't released him yet, so...
I don't know what's going on with that.
I'm assuming they probably are, unless, Keisler comes in and just, tears the roof off that place, which I doubt.
But, well, for sure they'll probably do, a competition.
Oh, yeah. Definitely be an open competition.
I would laugh if he beat out Brock Osweiler.
That would just...
It wouldn't take much.
That would be the nail in Osweiler's
career
coffin.
Hang it up.
Yeah.
He could be an analyst somewhere.
Yeah, the Packers, had some help from the Browns. Thursday, the Packers didn't make a pick because they traded the pick to the Browns.
There was a lot of Packer fans I knew that were not happy with that move.
I was fine with it.
That they traded down. Because they were all mad that they didn't get TJ Watt.
And they traded down, what was it, like 3 or 4 spots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they got, you know, the number 1 pick in the second round. They got the cornerback King from Washington, which that's something they need. They need pass defense.
Yeah.
Their run defense last year wasn't bad, so they needed some pass
Definite
defense.
secondary.
So that's where they focused on the first few picks was the secondary, which was what they needed to do.
Right.
So I mean, I was fine with. I mean, when you're getting that late in the first round, it's not like you're gonna be getting this fantastic lock pick. I mean, so you're going from the end of the first round to the very beginning of the second round, and you get an extra draft pick out of it. I'm fine with that. No, it makes sense to me. So I'm like, they get
I told
Watt,
them I told them during the week that they probably wouldn't draft TJ Watt. They're like, oh no, yeah, we will. Like, okay.
No.
Bye.
So I mean, like I said, I was fine with it. I was good with the move. And if someone's offering you that an extra pick to move down like 4 spots, okay, yeah, you take it. Like I said, that late in the first round, it's like all of the highest grade people are usually taken already, so you're not sacrificing that much. So I'm good with it. I was happy.
I loved how Lynch and Shanahan drafted so many defense. It felt like to me that they're trying to rebuild that defense back up like it was of old.
Yeah.
When they had Patrick Willis and Dante Whitner, Deshaun Goldson, when they had the Nasty Boys, which I like. They needed definitely their defense. I'm not worried about their offense. They've been known for their defense when they were at the peak.
Well, and you do need to worry about their offense somewhat because they don't have much on the offensive side. I mean, they definitely don't have the answer for quarterback.
No, but there wasn't. I don't feel like there was a quarterback that was going to be an impact quarterback in this draft class.
No, I mean, there's some potential in a couple of them, but nothing.
Like the only one I could see was probably Watson. I think Houston did good by. That was a good pickup for them.
Yeah, that was good for them. I think Watson. I think will be a decent quarterback. Whether it's gonna be like a franchise changing one. I don't know about that. But with the Texans, I mean, they don't need that I mean, they have a good defense. The defense wasn't carrying. They need just a solid quarterback.
They have defense. They have a running back, Lamar Miller, and they have wideouts, DeAndre Hopkins and Braxton Miller, and that other. Oh, what's his name? He came out of Oklahoma last year. I forgot his name, but they have him too, and J.J. Watt's supposed to be healthy.
Yeah, so I mean, they need a
That's really all they need is just a game manager.
Yeah, basically.
That's really all they need.
And I think, Watson can be that. I mean, he has big game experience, obviously, being in the championship game twice, winning one. So he has the attributes you need.
Yep.
So just let's go in there, don't make stupid mistakes. And that's basically the extent of it.
It's 2 things you need for a quarterback, a rookie quarterback. You need a good defense, solid running game. I don't know about their O-line. Their O-line's
Okay, yeah. I mean, some of the, I'd say probably the winners of some of the draft is obviously the 49ers. It's because, they just robbed the Bears.
Sorry, Jesse. Sorry, buddy.
I'm not. I'm okay with it.
Of course you are. Sorry, Jesse. I think you guys might have drafted Jay Cutler again.
Well, I mean, yes, hard to argue.
If he doesn't know what a hard count is, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then, he's coming out of, your basketball school, UNC, which isn't really known for football.
He looked okay. I watched some of their games in football. He looked okay. He didn't have a lot of, plays that, stuck out. Oh, my gosh.
No.
I'm worried if the person doesn't know what a hard count is.
Yeah. Yeah, that is concerning. But yeah, then, taking a look, the Packers side of it, they got, they were okay. They got defensive players. Later in the round, they, for some reason, took several running backs, which really didn't make any sense to me.
Oh.
So I didn't understand that. But, if you coming off of the draft, just going off of base, snapshot right now of that division,
But
really
they still should win.
I'm not really scared of anybody in that division.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Lions are the Lions. The Bears, they took 5 steps back. The Vikings, no AP, still don't have Teddy Bridgewater.
The Viking, I gotta give a shout out to the Vikings though. They did, they made a great pick when they drafted Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, I don't know if he's not gonna be the answer. Well, he'll help, but obviously he's replacing Adrian Peterson, so
Right,
big
so
shoes to fill.
So is he gonna step in right away, or is he gonna
He'll
have
probably,
McKinnon and?
depends what he looks like. I'm assuming he's probably gonna step in right away.
I would expect him to get some carries right away.
Yeah, but then again, they have no Terry Bradshaw or Terry Bradshaw. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no Terry Bradshaw.
He's cut off from the vitamin water.
Teddy Bridgewater, and they still have Sam Bradford, who Vikings fans, after they're high on them, and once they got him, realized shortly after he's not actually the answer.
No.
As much as they wanted to believe at first, yeah, reality sunk in. Like, nope.
If anybody should have reached for a quarterback, I think it should have been the Vikings, honestly.
Well, yeah, because you don't know what's going to happen with Bridgewater. I mean, they already opted to not take his 2018 option.
Yeah.
So it's going to be that he's going to be playing for this year, and they're not even sure if he's going to play this year.
Right.
So, I mean, then he's
So
going to
he
be a
could be
free
without
agent.
a job.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, the Vikings are getting a quarterback as Sam Bradford. Like I said, Sam Bradford is not their long-term answer or the short-term answer.
And I don't know if they drafted a quarterback later in the rounds. I know we did, but he's not a. I mean, then again, your draft picks, we've said they don't come really in the big impact ones don't really come in the first or second round. It's kind of those later rounds that kind of the ones that can get groomed that could be better than some of those lottery picks. But
I mean, it's not often, but you look at Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott, Tom Brady. I mean, it doesn't happen often, but you can get those steals, late in the draft that turn out to be fantastic. The third rounder, we're back, so yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Then some other football news mentioned AP no longer with the Vikings because he is with the Saints. Signed a 2-year deal with the Saints. That immediately helps them.
Yes.
Because they didn't really have much of a running game.
No, they couldn't. Ingram couldn't carry the ball 30 times a game this year again.
So, big question with AP is, will he be healthy? Because he's dealt with quite a few injuries lately. So, I mean, if healthy, yeah, you just got yourself a fantastic running back, which they don't have much in the receiver department anymore. But when people have to respect the run, that opens up a lot more. That Drew Brees can tear people apart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got you have Drew Brees, so
in the past several years, no one's feared the run for the Saints. So they just played the pass, and which makes it hard. But now they have to respect the run with AP back there. So I mean, the Saints instantly drastically improved their offense. Defense, still.
I like the AP. I love the AP pickup just because he still has to stay healthy, but it's not going to be the same like in Minnesota when he carried the ball like 20 some odd times. They're going to throw first still.
Yeah.
They're still going to throw first, so I think during the season goes along, that might save help his longevity for a season, because he's not going to be asked to carry the ball 30 times.
Right. Now, the only bad drawback with Adrian is he's not much of a pass catcher. He never has been, which I don't know how well it bodes in the Saints' offense, because they do like I said, they do like to pass, and as a running back, you want to be in there all the time. You're going to have to learn how to catch. That's a big part of what they do.
I did also, going back to the draft, I did like the Panthers picking up McCaffrey. I thought that was a pretty good pick for them. Because when he did his pro day, he didn't do anything in the running back. He did all wide receiver drills.
I hate pro days. I hate the combine. To me, it's such a waste.
All the scouts want to look at him, though.
But you're looking at him in an unnatural setting. You're not looking at them in pads on the field.
Right.
You're looking at them in shorts and a t-shirt.
Right.
And that's what they do in the they have people that trainers that get you ready specifically for the combine.
Yep.
So, to me, it just seems so just seems so weird. Like, okay, because you look great running in these shorts and t-shirt, you're gonna be fantastic running against this, 300-pound, defensive end, is chasing you. I think you're gonna do great. Like, I don't see the correlation. I mean, I get you want to see some of the athleticism, but when you're coming right out of, once college season ends, you're like, he looked okay on the field, and it's like, he had a great combine, he's moving up in the draft. How? Why is he moving up for the draft when he didn't look that good on the field?
I don't get it either, but I guess some of these guys get paid a ton of money to look at this stuff. I don't know either.
I don't know, it doesn't make sense. You think that you would judge who you're in draft by off of the film of them actually playing, not by how high they can jump standing still.
I know that's what John Lynch did a lot of in one of his press conferences on the Niners side. He said they focused on the film more so than their pro days and combines. He said something along those lines. I was like, makes sense. All right.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, these people move up, in the draft because they had a good combine or good pro day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's...
Yeah, they were high on McCaffrey because he did all receiving drills in pro day at Stanford.
And what's unfortunate, you look at a player like McCaffrey, sat out his bowl game because he didn't want to take the risk of getting injured. So he told his team, I don't like you guys that much. I'm gonna focus on me. Then you look at Jake Butt out of Michigan, plays the game, he gets hurt, he plummets in the draft.
Yep.
It's so unfortunate because this guy that was there for his team, it's like, I know it's just college, but we fought all year. It's not a championship. I'm still gonna play, for you guys. I'm still gonna go out and work hard.
Yeah.
He gets hurt, and McCaffrey, who sits out, and Fournette, who sits out, gets rewarded.
Yeah, it sucks, but I guess it's one of those where it's just a personal choice, I guess.
And then, saw some people bring up the conversation is, if you're highly touted, going to the season, if you're doing well, but you already know the team is not going to get a championship game, how early do you hang it up? Would you just be like, we got 3 games left, we have no chance of champion, I don't want to get hurt, so I'm just going to sit out the rest of these games, just make sure I don't get hurt.
If it was me, I think I would play all the way through. That's just me. Even if my team didn't make it to the national title, I still would play the bowl game. See,
that's my thought too. We work so hard because it's not. And it's you're thinking about yourself to a point because this is gonna be your career going forward. But like to me as a GM, it's like you're abandoning your team, you're abandoning your brothers to think about yourself. So that shows already a very selfish tendency.
Yeah, it's a really personal decision.
Yeah.
It's a toughie.
For me, I would play. Yeah, even if our team is, 0-8, we have no chance.
Yeah.
I'm still going to play. I'm not just going to hang it up. Like, screw you guys, I'm done.
I would play, but then I guess in the same breath, I see why some of these other players wouldn't want to play. Not saying I wouldn't play, but the ones, the highly touted lottery picks, they might think, oh, well, there's someone, they might be gunning for me on the field or something like that.
But they do that, there could be something like that every game. Are you going to go on the mentality every game, I might get hurt, I might get hurt, I might get hurt? No, you can't do that. You just got to go out there and play. If you trust in your abilities enough, you should be able to go out there and be fine.
But, I'm sure that's some of the players that said, I'm sure that's the mindset they have.
Oh, I'm sure.
It sucks, but... Because, too, what if you sit out that game and that could have been the game that boosts you up in the draft?
Yeah.
I don't know.
To me, that's what I think should be looked at is on field. Once again, not the stupid combine crap. Combine and pro game. Pro day.
The only pro day I would want if I was a draft lottery was how many Krispy Kremes I ate, huh? Come at me. I'm telling you now, it's a whole pack. I can eat the whole, box. Krispy Kremes to 12. Done it.
It doesn't.
Yeah, thank you. But it's got to be hot, though, when they take it off the conveyor belt, and they wheel it out too.
Well, it's got to be fresh.
But, not fresh, though, but, when you put your hand down in the box, and it's hot on the bottom.
I don't know if I want it hot. I want it warm.
No.
But not like, oh, this is hot. No, it's got to just be warm.
Yep.
The glaze just kind of melts when you bite
Oh, it
into
does melt. Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
I'm talking myself into wanting a donut now.
Yeah, you're welcome. Sorry.
No, it's not a good thing. I'm trying not to eat stuff like that.
Oh, me too. Well, sorry guys. Anyways, Krispy Kreme, Krispy Kreme, Krispy Kreme, Krispy Kreme, glazed
Switch-
donuts.
Switch gears to the NBA playoffs. After that tangent there. So, first round, couple of surprises is one. The Celtics looked terrible, but they came back and won the series.
Yeah,
After being down 0-2.
yeah.
Came back and won the next 4 games.
Wow.
So, whatever issues they had, they resolved those quick.
Yeah.
I mean, after those first 2 games, I mean, there was a lot of people talking like, oh, is this the worst first seed ever? And, you know, it was hard to argue against how bad they looked those first 2 games playing a Bulls team that no one really expected to do much. Hell, even Dwayne.
Kudos to the Bulls. They gave them everything they could.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure even Dwayne Wade didn't expect the team to do that much. So, I mean, and then
There were a few games. Is there some game? There's a game 7 today. I think the Bulls. No, the Jazz and the Clippers. And the Jazz were winning that by 10 last time I checked.
Yeah, I mean, really, there wasn't a whole lot of surprises in the first round. And
No, I was surprised that some of the games went as long as they did. Did the Spurs wrap up?
Yeah, Spurs
Okay.
did.
Memphis always gives them fits, though.
Memphis, you know, they once the playoffs come, they always tend to give the teams that play fits,
They get up.
But yeah, the Spurs, I guess a little surprising on that is how long it took for the Spurs to close out.
I thought they were going to sweep them.
I thought OKC would put up more of a fight than they did.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed with
But
that.
if you look at the time when Russell Westbrook was on the court versus the time where he wasn't,
Oh, night
the
and day.
port differential
Yeah.
was horrible.
Oh, night and day.
Yeah, I mean, it was...
night and day for points and everything.
He
Yes.
needs help.
Yeah.
He is literally doing it on his own.
Yeah.
So when he is not on the court, they cannot hold up.
Nope.
So, I mean, he has 1 year left,
Mm-hmm.
and he leaves. If he leaves with the team they currently have constructed,
They'll be fighting for a lottery pick.
Yeah, that is a lottery pick team.
Yep.
Easily.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
No
they need to get him some help because he's going to be looking at this next year like, is this a team I want to stay with? What are you guys doing to try to get me to win?
Well, yeah, he averaged a triple-double this year.
Yeah.
And they still lost in the first round.
And basically any team will take him.
Yeah, anybody.
So, I mean, yeah, they're going to have to figure out something to get him some help so he has a chance.
Yes.
He literally was doing it all on his own.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I mean,
Literally.
and he can't play every single minute of every single game.
Right, you
So-
can't be mad at Billy Donovan for resting him. Like, even if they lose the lead, he can't play every game, every minute, every second.
Yeah, and it's weird to think about that. At one point, that team had Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and James Harden.
Yeah.
It's hard to think that they had those 3 players and they didn't win a championship.
No.
And
No.
talking about a big 3, that is a big 3
Yeah.
right there. And yes, never won, and they're
huge
looking at
3.
the possibility of losing all 3 of them.
Yep.
They've already lost the 2, and unless they can do something next year to convince Westbrook to stay, he's bolting.
I'd be shocked if he stayed.
I mean, if they can get him some help, but then the thing is they talk about, he's like, not many big names want to go play with him because he is a ball hog.
Yeah.
And he's going to keep the ball in, 99% of the time. So if you're someone that likes to shoot and stuff, I mean, you're not going to
Right.
get that many opportunities with him because he's going to, take the bulk of them. So can even he convince him to come play with him?
Right, he'd have to give up a lot of his scoring and everything else, which most players would pay to have if it means another superstar is going to take part of the load off of them.
Yeah. Because like I said, they need help bad for that team.
I felt bad watching them play because Russell was going just 110 and
he has a
No
bunch of
help.
D-leaguers for help.
yeah, call him up.
Yeah.
Something.
So, yeah, the Rockets, pretty much, took care of them, in a short period of time.
Yeah.
I was off on the Bucks. I was kind of hoping they would win, but
Yeah, I was
they-
hoping the Bucks would win.
The
And
Raptors took care of them.
beat 'em.
Canada.
Kudos to Jason Kidd, though. I told people that he would get that team in the playoffs soon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they have a good young nucleus, there. So I mean,
You just need a few more pieces and just got to keep grooming those young boys.
yeah. But like I said, the only thing is with a team like that, smaller market, once these people get to their
Right.
free agency, they usually bounce, go
Yeah.
somewhere else. So that's the thing. It's hard for them to develop these players because once they finally get that last piece, they just lost a huge one because free agency and you went somewhere else.
Yep.
Even though they can offer more money, which they try to do this, like
Yeah.
team player can offer more, but they always just seem to leave.
Yeah, they don't like the small market. I mean, what big name player is going to want to come up to Wisconsin where it's cold all the time?
Yeah, I mean the only one is if there was a guy from Wisconsin,
Right.
So
or a guy
kinda,
that's used to playing for a city that's in
kind
that
of like
climate.
LeBron James. He was from the Cleveland area, so that's why he went back. I mean,
Yep.
if LeBron James wasn't from Cleveland, do you really think he'd have made that? Think he would have left Miami to go back there? No, he wouldn't have. So, and if they can find a player like LeBron James that lives in Wisconsin to want to come play for him,
Start looking on your Google.
yeah, start going around the high schools around there so you can find that next big
Start
big guy.
Googling. See if you can find the next Juju.
Next Juju.
He's a basketball player.
Okay.
Just go back. Back to you, sorry. I was going to go on a Krispy Kreme rant again. Better not.
So first round. I mean, nothing really too exciting. Hopefully the second round's a little bit better. But I mean, like I said, we all know a part where it's going to end up.
Cavs, Golden State.
Yep. Hard to really go against that. Unless, Boston shocks everybody.
Unless Boston shocks everybody, unless the Spurs just go off.
Yeah. Be interesting.
I don't know.
So hopefully, like I said, hopefully there's some more excitement in the next round. Like, I would love to see, the Warriors get bumped off, honestly.
I would be so happy to see Golden State because everybody in the West Coast area, if you look on social media and everything, they're just always saying, "Oh, Durant's the missing link," blah blah blah. No one can beat the Warriors. I'm like, you just swept like a 8 seed. Like
How
what?
is he the missing link for a team that won 73 games the year
Yeah,
before?
that's what I want to know. That's what I
and
don't
made
get.
the finals.
That's what I don't get.
And should have wrapped the finals up in Game 5.
That's what I'm trying to figure
So
out.
how he's a
And they won a
missing
title
link.
without him.
Exactly. I don't know how he's a missing link. Missing link is when you're always just coming up just short.
Yeah, that's what
and
I
then
thought.
he gets there and then you
Yeah,
win.
that's according to them though. Oakland people, he's the missing link. I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's like saying Fruity Pebbles are the missing link to Krispy Kreme glazed donuts.
Krispy Kreme donuts dipped in Fruity Pebbles.
I'm trying to make a formality here, John. You know,
Now my mind's thinking about Krispy Kreme donuts dipped in Fruity
I
Pebbles.
know, but work with me here. That's like saying that. That's not the missing link.
That would
you
be
know,
very
like,
sweet,
to-
very sugary.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yep.
Hey, you brought
just
this up.
forget my comparison because now he analyzed it.
Is that what I'm supposed to do?
No, John.
Well, that's what I did.
No, John. Just next topic. You just killed it. Just killed it. What else you got, John? What else you got?
Nah, I think that's it for the day.
Okay, take us out, John. Take us out. Take us out.
All right, well, everyone go to Krispy Kreme, get donuts, because apparently everybody wants donuts right now.
Yeah, we can, because where we live.
Like I said, I'm trying not to eat stuff like that. So
Yeah, me too, but you know what?
stop
You
talking.
have dreams about it sometimes, John.
No, I
When the
don't.
I do.
I don't
When
dream
the
about
glazed
donuts.
donut calls out at you, John, eat me. Yeah, in my head. All the
I
time.
don't want to know what goes on in your head.
All the time. Power Rangers was awful because it took place in a Krispy Kreme donut shop.
Power Rangers was awesome.
I know, but it was awesome. But still, I was like,
Alright.
there goes Rita eating a donut. Yep. Rub it in your face, Jama. I can have this, but you can't.
But then they did destroy the Krispy Kreme, so.
They probably rebuilt it by now. Angel Grove's probably all done with the construction.
Well, probably because stuff like that everything gets fixed like that, so.
Krispy Kreme will be back there, though.
Weird tangent aside, everybody subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, ask questions. We'd love to do that.
Don't eat donuts. No Krispy Kreme.
Every once in a while is fine.
Because I can't. Because we don't have one here.
It's true. All right, everybody, Have a good night.